Here's the daily routine living in urban sprawl. Uh, get partial sleep because these muffler worshippers throughout the entire night think it's cool to rip ass and vibrate their mufflers throughout neighborhoods. So, yeah, pleasant night sleeping. You hear the construction of the next housing development going in, ripping down trees, bulldozing the ground. That starts around 4:30 a.m. Even if you can't hear the destruction itself, you hear the reverse uh, beeping that is a mandatory thing now, not just with construction trucks, but now even regular citizens have that noise on their cars because the most intelligent species needs a noise to tell them to pay attention when there's a big vehicle around. Um, there's the giant trucks going back and forth, hauling away earth and trees. And of course, those things are not quiet. So, about 6 a.m., I hear the first neglected dogs, people going to work early that just throw the dogs out back and make it everyone else's problem for the rest of the day. And that just layers on top of itself throughout the day because pretty much everyone has a dog now. There's no such thing as dog people. Now people just get dogs, whether they should own a dog or not, and proceed to treat the dog like crap. And the rest of us get to listen to the sounds of neglected, miserable animals living their lives in solitude and confusion. But that's only if you can hear the dogs barking over the leaf blowers, which by now have kicked in. So I try to get out and do my jog early in the morning. Try to get out before there's too much mind boggling noise pollution out there, which, means I need to be finished by before the sun comes up, basically. Because the second humans are all awake, this just becomes a crazy, crazy noise hole. So I get to witness in those early hours all the sidewalks flooded, all the streets flooded, uh, puddles of mud forming from the incredible, incredible water waste. There's this shocking, shocking water waste on every single street, every single park, every person's personally owned lawn. And you're supposed to feel better about that because it's recycled water. It's waste. And that recycled water makes its way down to the creek. And it turns out recycled water is very unhealthy. So you're basically poisoning the creek. And with each new 30,000 home development project that is taking place, and there are multiple of them taking place at the same time in every direction spreading outward, that means you need more water to continue engaging in the same waste. And there's only a finite amount of water, so putting the recycling sign on it does not change the fact that you stole water from creeks and rivers and lakes in order to do this shit. By now, the leaf blowers are so loud, and they've been on every single street that I have tried to run to, that I just give up and go home because they cut right through the noise canceling headphones, which I didn't want to be using in the first place. I'd like to be able to enjoy a quiet morning, clear your head while jogging, but nope, you've got to hurt your brain with noise canceling headphones in order to just block out the sound of the next wave of destruction. And by the time I'm home and I'm in my office, the dogs that have been left alone, as the dog owners do, are all barking so loudly. Some of them barking because of the noise pollution of the leaf blowers, the rest of them barking just because they are lonely and slowly going insane. I have to close the window And the window being open is the only source of a breeze in the morning to try and cool the house off before this turns into a burning hell, which brings up the air conditioners. I forgot to mention some of these assholes have the air conditioner running at 5 a.m., even though it's 58 degrees outside. But hey, waste is just part of their way of life. Noise pollution is just a part of their life. I mean, these air conditioners are insanely loud and gigantic. Every single one of them looks like they should be running a warehouse, but nope, they are individual home air conditioners. Shockingly loud. And so by the time June rolls around, it's just a vibrating air conditioned noise hole mixed with the sounds of leaf blowers, barking dogs, and the destruction of the nearby habitat to make more of exactly why there's that noise pollution in the first place. Civilized robots, destructively obedient, worthless human beings.